All right. So, hello, I'm Angie.
I'm Michelle.
We're Blue Heavens. We are sisters who channel two councils of divine beings, Lucian and Lazarus. These beings teach us how to be better people leading better lives. And today, episode 25, we're going to do like a part 2 of the Moses Code, but we're going to show you what illusion looks like. So Michelle is going to be vulnerable and walk into a deep illusion that she holds within herself that is blocking her from moving forward. And she will cut off like her divine assistance as she goes on this walk. But our guide Azra is with her the whole time and guides her through it. And I want you to watch that. I want you to watch the interaction with Azra and Michelle as he's encouraging her to do this. And I want you to watch her ego when she's in her illusion. So I'll ask questions and Loki will guide us and we will see some of these illusions. And then we will get her out of these illusions using some principles and stuff that we are having in our book and that other people use these things. So we want you to see how to get someone out of these traumatic states, right? You know, you could help save someone's life if you're able to be an ear and you're able to put these principles into place to help somebody. So that's why we're doing this. It's going to be vulnerable. It's going to be raw. It's kind of a mind F. It's mind F. You see two completely different things. You see high spiritual Michelle, right? That doesn't want to walk this walk. And then once she's within it, doesn't want to leave it. And it's really wild and it's hard to come back out of it. But we want you to see the depths that people go within their minds. Maybe you'll at least stop and not say some mean shit that you have to feel you have to say to somebody. Maybe you'd give someone a break where you normally would not. Maybe you make you a little bit kinder to know what people are doing. And maybe it can equip you to help people that are triggered into something. Maybe you can help get them out without being offended that they were triggered. So we hope this helps you. I think it's going to be we did this yesterday and it was a mind F. It just was. It's a wild experience, but we want you to see it. We want you to see that once we find the roots to these things, you can pull it and you can move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was really wind up about this one yesterday is I hit one and me and Angie thought this was the worst memory. And Loki said, nope, I saved the worst till today. So and I'm not even sure where I go. So this is Loki. So I'll just say what happens because she doesn't have a clue. Yeah. So it's now this is common to us. We know this. I can get her in a trance. And I can talk to her. You'll be hearing Azra speak to her. Now, Azra is all of us combined. He's every single one of Lazarus and Lucian. He's Lazarus and Lucian. He's both. So he'll be assisting her. And he is Angie and Michelle's guide. He is both guides. And what we're going to show you is, one, you can hypnotize yourself to these states. You can take yourself to a positive state or a negative state. And we're going to show how easy it is to get in the illusion. It is so simple. And you're going to, like Angie said, you're going to watch her fight in this illusion. Because it shows, again, humans will fight. You got a light. And this light is going to fight and fight and fight not to hit this illusion. Because it knows deep down it's light. But in this human mind that does not understand, and this ego that does not understand, with thoughts that just kind of come and wander around, you follow these thoughts. And if you follow a negative thought and spiral down, you go down and you go down fast.
Yeah.
But opposite, if you have a positive thought, you can spiral up. So if you want to see the world from a positive view or a negative view, we're going to show how easy it is to get to a very horrible state.
Yeah.
And how fast. And we're going to show you a different life. You're going to hear me and we're going to put her in a trance. We're going to do it. We're going to put her in a trance. We're going to stop all spiritual assistance. So she's going to be walking and being very vulnerable. She's not going to have any spiritual assistance. She will have Azra there. Now you'll hear Azra talking. You're also going to hear her ego. And you're going to hear a lot of it, her ego. We're going to ask her, where are you at? Where are you at? He's going to be raw emotions. Yesterday, she said when she went so far down, Angie would speak, but she couldn't hear. She didn't know who Angie was. So who is this voice? She had no idea who it was. And she did. When she comes out, she doesn't know where she is, where it happened. But we had to unfortunately keep this illusion open from yesterday So teaching it today, but we're going to take it to a much worse level. And then we're going to move it up. So Angie knows we're moving to a different level, what questions to ask and up. So to just when you watch, and then so I will say, if you're watching this now and you're saying, well, I'm going to send energy anyway, it will be rejected. We will, and because she's got free will, for free will, we'll reject any healing energy, any love energy you're praying for, it will be rejected because she can reject it at this moment. And why? And you say, would you do that? To show when you get such a deep state, you want to control it. You don't want divine assistance. You feel you have it all by yourself. Divine failed you. So we're going to show you what happens when you want to take control all by yourself. We're going to show you what happens when you take control. Then we're going to show you when you let divine assistance help you, what can happen as well. And this is so serious right now. With what's going on in this world, we really need to know what happens. We want you to watch it. And like Angie said, next time you'll know what to do to help somebody, yourself or somebody else next time. So Angie, we did our talk through, and I'm going to get her, go ahead, we'll take her glasses off.
Okay.
You're going to watch her fight. And as I told you, as she gets down, start pointing out her illusions to them.
Okay. I'm going to add that we're not going to be answering any questions while we're doing this. I'm not going to be paying attention to that because we're focusing on this. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off her jewelry right now. Okay. Because when she's in that state, whenever I'm going to take her in whatever life I take her, this wouldn't be a common thing to have on.
Right.
So I'm going to try to take anything off that would be restrictive to her.
Okay.
I'm going to take this off because I know where she's going. This cross is going to make her freak out.
Okay.
So I will leave this on. She can't really feel it. All right. So should I take it off? All right. Marcus said take it off. All right. All right. This is different from yesterday. So I'm not okay. All right, Marcus. Yes, this is what we're taking, or this is not good for life, but okay. Marcus, you better know what the hell you're doing because I'm telling you what. All right. Yeah, you can tell we're already arguing. All right. I'm taking jewelry off, but I'm leaving all of this on. I'm leaving her rings on. I have to have that on. All right. Take these off at least, but leave that on. Right. And this, and you're asking, why is the jewelry going off? And before that wouldn't be a thing. Where she's going, jewelry isn't a thing. Jewelry isn't there. This would be foreign to her, and it could get her out of the trance where I'm wanting her to stay. So all jewelry is off. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take 3 deep, tranquil breaths right now. We're going to take, you want to take some breaths, Michelle? Fight me right now. I know you're not wanting this, but you want to do this, all right? Going to count from 10 down. And when I go 10, and each time I go down, we're going to go farther down until we hit the cemetery gate. And Angie, I want you to point out to everybody, the farther down she's going to go as I count down, she's going to be fighting. So I want everybody to watch her. She's going to fight as we go down because she doesn't want to hit this illusion. Like so many of you. 10, 9, 8, 7, honey, come on, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I know you're holding on to me, but we're going here. No, we're not going to this gate. We're going to this gate. And I know you don't want to hit that gate. No, you're not fighting me. We're just at the gate we're going to. Now, this is the gate of illusion. This is 1B, the cemetery gate. This is the illusion you've created under your free will. Inside is what you have created. And where it goes, you know fully where it goes. This is what you keep locked that you don't want to acknowledge. So this illusion has kept you locked in some kind of hold. It has trickled down in all multiversal lives. So one decision has affected and trickled down these other lives of yours. And we need to go forth in here. I know you don't want to go in here, honey. I know you don't want to go in here. I know you don't, but we're going in. So as of this time, I'm asking all spiritual assistants to be backed up. Lazarus, Lucian are backed up. We're backed up as of now. The only one will be Azra, and that is me. And I'm only going to be voice only. I will not be there protecting you. I will only be there. I will be there if something happens and you need me and you ask and you have to get out of here. I will get to you and I will get you out. Now, you will hear Angie's voice talk periodically, and that is okay. Don't worry about that voice. It is the voice you will just hear, and she's going to be talking. Don't worry about that voice commentary. It's okay. So don't worry about what you hear. Now, when you do hear Angie, she's going to ask you about an important event that will bring you to this particular lifetime. And Angie, you know what that line is, correct? Before I get her in there? Okay,
yes.
Because once I get her in here, I can't tell you because it'll get her out. Okay, so I'm opening the gate and I have to shove her because you're going to watch her. So you don't want to go in here. I don't want to go in. You're going in here. You're going. Go. Where are you at? Tell me, where are you at now? Tell me, where are you? Tell me. Why won't you talk about it? Come on. What are you at? Or are you not that special? You don't want to talk about it? Come on. Come on. It's okay. It's again. Where are you? Tell me where you are. Why don't you want to talk about it? Where are you? Just not allowed to keep him. Not allowed to be happy.
Why do you think you're not allowed to keep him or be happy?
He's always taken away. Yeah. Every life he's taken. Every life.
Have you had a fear of him being taken every life?
Well, I don't deserve somebody like that. Somebody like that you don't get very often. But every time I get him, he's just taken away from me. He's burnt in the fire. He's killed. He walks away. The people need him.
This is an illusion. You do deserve him. You do deserve that kind of love.
No.
You keep pushing it away. What has this illusion cost you? What has this illusion cost you? What you're in is an illusion. You walk deep into it reluctantly. But now that you're here, you have to look at it and know that it's a moment. It can't hurt you. It's for learning purposes. Why do you freak out over Luz and Locaeus more than Loki and Marcus? It's all right. We need to get to the root of it so we can help.
Because he's the most gentle of all of them. Loki's gruff. Marcus just goes and cheats on me. He does. Locaeus does not. He lets me unconditionally. And when I find him, I rarely find him. It's like I have to hold on to him. It's like a curse, and I'm not allowed to hold on to him and keep him. It's something within me that messes it up.
So are you willing to get over the thing that messes it up, which is you not feeling worthy of deserving him? Your worthiness is all that stands in the way of you finding him in this life. You've got to realize this is an illusion, and what stands outside of the illusion is your worthiness.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
This only exists within this one illusion that you walk deep into, that you have locked away. Why do you sit on the park bench? What about this park bench?
I saw him when I was 7. And I just was there. Mom was listening to the radio and she was telling me to quit talking to my imaginary friends. And nobody at school likes me. I get picked on. She says ignore it, it goes away. I can talk to my imaginary friends. I can talk to them, and she tells me they're not real. They're going to make fun of me at school. They already are. So I'm listening to something on the radio while she cleans. And I'm not there anymore. And I see him on the park bench. I just see this man on the park bench, and I just feel loved. And I'm not in this horrible place anymore. I'm being told to quit doing stuff. I just feel connected to him. He just says I'm free and I love you. You're not going to be seeing me anymore. I was so mad. He's like, why am I not allowed to see you anymore? And he says, because then you won't see me anymore. He told me and that he says, I have to go now. And the song plays. Freak out. Mom said to stop freaking out over something stupid. He said it wasn't real. I don't want to be here anymore. This damn illusion. I wanted to be where he was, not here where nobody likes me at all. My own father couldn't fucking stand my ass. He couldn't stand me either. Nobody wanted me. I wasn't wanted. Nobody at school liked me. I was picked on. I was told to go away, beat up. I wanted to stay in that illusion with him. I didn't want to come here. I didn't want to be here. But yeah, here I am. I get killed every life for teaching this stuff with him. He gets taken away from me for teaching. He gets killed or burnt in a fire. I'm scared of teaching it now because if I teach it now, he might go away now. I'm teaching it again. This always happens. I was scared of church. I was scared of all of that. I didn't want to get baptized. I don't want none of it because it scares me. I don't want to lose him.
Ask for Azra to shine a flashlight on your illusion for you. I ask for spirit to surround you with love and comfort, and let's get you out of the illusion.
No. I want to stay in the cave. I want to stay here.
You didn't want to walk into what has being in this cave cost you in this life? What have these illusions cost you just in this life alone? If we have to be here to teach, the support is there for us to teach. I don't think we're going to get murdered this time. People just don't know. Let's have you start doing some EFT tapping, and let's start saying some affirmations. The universe is protecting me.
Listen to me. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I am safe.
Come on. Come on.
I am loved.
Where does
I welcome security into my universe.
Come on. Come
I
on.
am balanced
All
and
right.
peaceful.
All right. All right.
I choose to feel peaceful.
It's me.
Only good things are coming into my life. I do not need to fear. I can let go of doubt and concern because the universe has my back. I rid myself of all negative emotions and feelings that no longer serve me.
Solution.
The universe is protecting me.
Solution.
I am safe.
Michelle, I am fine. Look at me. I'm right here. Look at me. I'm right here. I said, okay, I'm right here. Where am I going? That's all an illusion, honey. It's all an illusion. I'm not going anywhere. Nobody can take me from you, okay? Know what I mean? Nobody can take you. Nobody can take me. It's just an illusion, all right? It's cost you your whole love life, honey. You pick guys that don't love you. You pick people that aren't good for you because you don't want to be hurt, because you're afraid if they die, you're not going to know what to do. And that's an illusion because you would know what to do, honey, all right? I love you, and I'm not leaving you. You understand I'm not leaving you. Loki might have, Marcus might have, I'm not. You know that. The cave has hurt you, and it has hurt me, and I don't want you in a damn cave with Loki. That pisses me off, and he has you in that damn cave. That isn't you. Just get out of that, all right? It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion to teach. It's all an illusion. We pick these illusions, honey, to teach, okay? It's all to teach. It's to teach. Your sister loves you, okay? She's talking to you. Now, I need you to get out. And I need you to come forth with me. Shut that gate door. And I'm going to say we locked it and we're going to heal from that. We're not going to teach from there anymore, okay? As far as I'm concerned, we're healed because I am healed. I am loved. And that Angie said, Angie, could you repeat those again for her as I take her out? Thank you.
Yes. And start tapping. The universe is protecting me. I am safe. I am secure in my life, in myself, and in my surroundings. I am loved. I welcome security into my universe. I am balanced and peaceful. I choose to feel peaceful. Only good things are coming into my life. I do not need to fear. I can let go of doubt and concern because the universe has my back. I rid myself of all negative emotions and feelings that no longer serve me. I am safe. I am loved. I welcome security into my universe. The universe is protecting me. I do not need to fear. Only good things are coming into my life. I am balanced and peaceful. I choose to feel peaceful. I rid myself of all negative emotions and feelings that no longer serve me. How you feeling?
I'm getting her out. I'm getting her. Come on. Let's get out. No. Loki, come on. Get her out of that cave with me. Don't start this shit with me, Loki, because I swear to God, I'll send shit after your ass.
Okay.
I'll send shit on you. Get her out. You're not protecting her at this point.
I call in divine spirit, in the spirit of truth and compassion, and I call for Jesus energy to come and surround you.
Angie, could you please tell Loki to back off?
Loki, back up for a minute.
No.
We'll fix it. Let's get her out of the cave and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, out of the cave. No. Because now, see, once she's in the cave, he wants to keep her in the cave.
No, we're not doing that.
Honey, come on. Let's get out.
That wasn't
Let's get out. See Marcus? See Marcus with the flashlight. Come on. Lazarus right here too. Loki, there's that part of yours. You love her. You know this isn't where she belongs, okay? You're protecting her, and I understand. You see that light protecting. Because why don't you be the good guy right now and get her out? She loves you. Come on. I want her out of here. We're shutting that gate. Not going back to that gate ever again. No, you never have to go there anymore. No.
It's done.
Let's bring you back up. Let's bring you back up. When I count to 1 to 10, you're going to be back here, okay? Then we're going to breathe, okay? And you're going to see your sister again. You're going to see a face right there of love right in front of you, okay? All right. And feel me around you. I'm going to have divine love around you. I got that. You're going to feel me. You're going to feel all of us around you. Now you feel Loki actually waking up and quit. Let's get you out. Remember all the what ifs possible in the happiness, honey. Not all the what ifs in the downward spiral. Let's get you up. Think of all the good things as we're counting up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're back in your body. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to have you open your eyes and you're going to be here. And I want you to talk to your sister, talk to Angie. All right? And I'm right here. I'm not leaving. I'm right here. You feel me? All right.
That
And
sucks.
again, I don't know where I went
Well,
again.
well, you're afraid of losing Locaeus, that he's always taken away and that you don't deserve him. And the reason you choose him over the others is because he's the most gentle. You said Marcus cheats and has sex with everything, and Loki's kind of mean. That Locaeus is gentle, but you feel like you don't deserve him. So you have to get over this not feeling like you're worthy of it, because you're keeping it from coming to you because you feel unworthy. I feel like you lost him in all those lives because you were afraid of losing him and you didn't feel worthy of it. So it always happened that way. So you've got to get over it to have a different ending. Like Dad always said, I think Einstein said, doing the same thing over and over again is like madness if you're expecting a different result. It's time to let that go. It's time to leave that in the illusion, which you had to walk really deep to get to. It's something that you created that's hidden. Like Azra said when we first walked into it, he said, this is a self-created illusion locked away. And you were reluctant to walk into it. But once you were in it, you didn't want to leave. And I want you guys to see that. Did you see that? The reluctancy to even walk into the illusion. But when she was there, she didn't want to leave it. Like it became some weird comfort zone for her. I want you to know that when people are like, I got a text this weekend that someone lost their husband to a suicide. And then I had somebody else that they felt like their child was suicidal. This needs to stop. I want you to see where people go. This is why Michelle was vulnerable. So you see where people go. I mean, did you notice Azra was with her the whole time? He was very loving, but yet he had this like toughness to the love to, you need to face this so you can get over it. So, we talk about shining a flashlight on stuff, and this is what we're talking about. You have to see it to get over it. Or you can just believe I'm healed and I'm done. Yes, that's a thing. God bless people that can do that. Most of us can't do that. We have something in our minds that's blocking it. So I'm trying to show you what your blocks are so you can stop it. So if you see someone go down this, pray for them to have divine spirit of truth and compassion to shower them. Ask for the power of Jesus to come and shower them with love. Start feeding them affirmations. If they're afraid, feed them safety affirmations. If they're angry, feed them, something else. I can't think of what the opposite would be. Be kind, be nice, help them diffuse their anger, help people with these things. There's ways to help people and they're easy. They're easy ways. Michelle, did you do the tapping to maybe
I
shed?
didn't do. I would have done the tapping if I was by myself. But since I had Locaeus, I heard Azra tell Locaeus, get in there and get her as you were talking.
Okay.
He said to show people that the spiritual, since Locaeus seems to be the trigger, then I need to talk to the trigger itself and get out. And you've seen once I talked to Locaeus and he said whatever he says to me, and I heard your voice, and that was reassuring to me. Is I knew, regardless, I knew you were there. I felt the loving, even though they said it would be rejected, I still felt. So that's why it's so important to have, if you feel like you are down in the dumps, let's say you feel like you're suicidal yourself. So it's important to have some accountability, somebody you trust, an accountability friend, somebody that has your back.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling so low, they'll know how to get you out. Now, Angie knew how to get me out. Yesterday was different. She didn't do the same thing yesterday as today. It was something totally different. So it depends on, you might have a whole plan, but you may have to go to plan B or plan C or plan D. And, and you also got your divine assistance. So when you see that you take control over it, what happens? When you take control and you cut the divine, you feel lost, you feel alone, because your light does not want that. Your light belongs elsewhere. The reality is so much better than the illusion. Now, I mean, I'm still shaking. I'm still shaking from wherever I went. They said it was going to be worse than yesterday. And this has been the illusion that has messed my up. It has messed my shit up this life.
Yes.
But I allowed it. I chose it, and I accept it. And I'm responsible for that. And I accept that. I'm taking full responsibility for that. I'm not going to blame nobody, because I mistook a beautiful moment in the park bench. And I mistook that for something totally different in my childhood. But I came here afraid. My dad only reacted. We have a very, very good, wonderful dad. Our dad just reacted to my energy that he felt when I came into this life. This life, I was already afraid. And our parents are super, super sensitive. So if you find yourself maybe aggravated at your own kids, what are they having from another life?
Yeah.
That's an example they want me to say, because what is it that they're carrying from another life that they could be holding on to, and you're reacting to it because of something? Because I found out, they told me that why did mom and dad, and why did that seem to get me, is because in that life, I guess there's one with, I have a renaissance with Locaeus, and I guess I did not go to that one. I went to somewhere totally different. But I do have a life where dad was the executioner in that particular life, but that was his role. That was his role. That's not who dad is. That's just a role he played.
Right. Right.
Because we go through parts where we're, it doesn't matter. It's an illusion, but our soul has to evolve to know, whatever. And I reacted to his energy because I probably felt that, and I might have remembered that, and he might have felt that, not understanding what was he feeling. But I came here afraid. And mom as well was one of those. But we have the best parents in the world. I got the best sister in the world. So, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, but that was the illusion I had carried. But so since this illusion as well, I can tell you what messed me up was with my mom and dad and with my sister. Angie can tell you we did not get along as kids at all. But I think because of that particular life, I couldn't remember. And I imagine Locaeus was saying to me, let it go. It's not worth it carried on to this life. And I can't remember anything. I was so emotional and I reacted to what I saw instead of, but as a kid, he was telling me I'm going away. All you as a kid, you're just one, oh my God, the only thing that really loves me is leaving. And that's not true. But in that illusion, and you're in there, and you just see where this illusion is sprouted, all these different things, but mine started from a past life. So, and that's where your illusion, and I'm not saying it did start from a past life. Mine did. Yours could be somewhere different, but I mean, it just, that's what we do. We can help you get out. We can show you. This is why we teach what we teach. They call me, Loki said earlier today, he said, we call you a shadow dancer. You hear about the serpent and the serpent bite. Well, they say it's called a shadow dancer, and you're always going to play with the shadows, and certain people just cannot handle that. But these are people that get executed in life. These are the people that aren't understood in lives. These are people that are going to take the heat in lives because they're not understood. I'm teaching what this is. But he also said the light will get as well tortured, because now the shadow dancers are probably going to go after the light workers. Locaeus is a light worker. I'm a shadow dancer. We were always told we couldn't be together. Loki got to the source this morning, because he said he would not let me go on here until I knew why. He said you feel you deserve me because of the shadow. Yeah. Marcus, you kind of know what he's going to do ahead of time. But with Locaeus, it's light worker. We were always separated. Always, in all lives. But the shadow dancer was never to keep us separated. It's either judgment people kept us separated because they didn't understand, or under my own illusion, I thought it meant terrible and I would separate it. But regardless, it was either illusion of mine or somebody else's illusion. And then I would choose to take that and accept that as my own and perceive it as mine. So be careful when you are talking. Illusions are so tricky and they're easy to get into. Once you're in it, you see what happens, like a spider web. It's like a spider and it just trickles.
And I'd like to see if everybody paid attention to this, that again, we know we come here to play different roles for people, right? And then we have karmic debts to pay to people. Well, if you are the murderer of someone in a life, if you come back as a parent, those spirits are learning a lot. I want you to notice that. Like, again, we have very loving parents, we do, but they were the executioners in a life, but they came as parents because they knew us as a soul. We interact with each other on all kinds of levels. We torture each other. We're good to each other because we're helping each other learn. And again, we're reacting to the energy in our aura. She came in afraid of men and had this fear of dad, and dad had this, what is it with this kid's feeling still in us, because it's still in us. Just because we're in a new life or new meat robot doesn't mean that we can't access these feelings. They're still there. Like we've learned in other Tuesday teachings, that we have this one body. It's going to feel all the lives that it's living here in the now. It doesn't know that this body's just Angie's body in this life. No, this body is all the bodies pretending it's this body in this illusion because it's just that good.
Absolutely. Yeah. And and this is Locaeus, and a child knows they're an illusion. They immediately know, and they don't want to create this illusion. They do not want to create it. They will fight it, and they will fight it. And when I came to her on that park bench, because I wanted to remind her she was love, but she mistook that love because she was already, your mom was fearful. Her dad was fearful. And I didn't want her to take it out on any of you. But honestly, I'm glad it went the way it went, and she wouldn't be here today. Am I sad that she has allowed men to scare her? I'm very sad. These men and these, if you know anything about the Spanish Inquisition, where I was killed, men were killed right alongside the women. And I took the heat for her in this particular life. And she can't forget that because I was teaching love. I was teaching religion, and she totally couldn't handle the fact I died in this life. And that illusion of being scared of men. When I died, they came into my house and raped her. Men raped my wife, overpowered her, killed our kids. They wouldn't have mattered. And she just remembered when and this life's still going on, by the way. It's not a past life. These things are still happening. Men have raped her. They scared her. So when she comes into this particular life, it's already trickled down to how many other lives. It has already trickled down to different time frames, the past and the future, as you would say. There is no time past. It is not time. But these times have now been sprinkled with this one little second of your hate, one little second of whatever you put into your stream from that. It takes a second, and it goes down to your other lives, and it'll trickle down to this here.
Yeah.
And this is what you're left with. And the illusion has cost her relationships. It has cost her being tight with her mom and her dad. Her and her dad still got a strained relationship because she's still and we got to get over that, and her dad feels that. He's a good dad. He's a good dad. She just still feels whatever, but he won't understand that because of whatever. And that's okay. We're not here to change other people. You're only here to change yourself. If they go with that, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. You're not there to just change the world. If they want to go with you, great. If they don't, they're not ready to, or they have different belief systems. You never should get mad at anybody for whatever they're believing. Even if you're saying it as hate, well, what are they learning in this life? Because maybe they need to learn it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But the illusion is terrible. And a little child doesn't want to go through these illusions. They want to keep that pure light. But when you are an old soul, she came in fearful. And that's why Angie said, and this is what happened. I went in that park bench to tell her she was going to be okay, that I'm free, that she's fine. Because if she would have remembered the fire, she would have remembered everything. And she's been afraid of fire. She's been afraid of men. She's actually got raped. And all the things that she feared manifested because of the fear itself, because she didn't want it to happen, but it happened. Yeah. So all the things, her house was robbed because she was afraid of being violated in safety. Well, she was raped because she was violated. She got married, and it was like the worst thing to her. She got married because she was pregnant. Worst thing that could have ever happened to her. Or car wreck, because she couldn't. And so she manifested these things out of fear, but she also manifested the car wreck, and that I told Angie yesterday, because that's one time she feels close to God, is when something like this happens. Because otherwise, when I died on that fire, she dismissed it. She said, no God would have ever burnt a man that I love so much. I wouldn't be raped if there's a God. Where are you at? And so she was blaming all of the divine. So when she's teaching, and she was teaching alongside me, by the way, in that life. She was teaching alongside me, but they didn't care who they took. They took me. I was like the community. They took the community. And then they got her afterwards, and they tortured her. So she comes to this life scared. And your dad, all he was just reacting to what he felt.
Yeah.
And so many people that you're so busy in reaction, you're not thinking. And I understand maybe whatever's going on, but this world, you can't keep reacting. You need to meditate. You need to go within. And I've been here long enough to say, you see the fear on my wife's face. And that makes me so hurt, because I know it's illusion, but she's got to learn this illusion. Yeah. She's got to go through. This is not the only illusion that she's got, but this is the worst illusion that has prevented everything. What has your illusion cost you? What has your illusion cost you? Why don't you take a piece of paper? What has this illusion cost me? And is it worth keeping? Yeah. Honestly, and you'll find out, no, it's not worth keeping. How do I get out of this illusion now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what you heard Angie do. And some of the things Michelle will do by herself it's called EFT tapping. And she knows how to do that and get her out. and we'll guide her through it. So that's something that she does. I'll
post that on our Facebook page. I have a Gabrielle Bernstein EFT training, so I'll post it so people know what to do. It's a tool. Use these tools, man.
Use these tools, and Isha Kriya, she'll do Isha Kriya with Sanguru. She'll listen to flute music. She'll go down. She'll breathe, and breathing's essential because the breathing in the heart is what connects you to this realm. It connects you to every living being. It reminds you of your light. When you put your hand on your heart, it connects you to every person that you feel are hurting you. They're not. This reminds you of your heart love. It reminds you of your divine presence here. It reminds you of your stargate people that are here watching you as well. And the breathing, without it, you're not here. Without your heart, you're not here. So the breath connects you to everybody. This connects you to everybody. And these should be utilized. That's why gurus utilize these. And just, you take your breath, you feel your breath, you feel your heart, you close your eyes and just embrace the moment and know you're here, you're safe. The biggest thing is to know you're safe when you're in this, because when you don't feel safe, that's when everything goes crazy and wild. But when you go past the illusion and you see that you are safe the whole time, and you see that Michelle's illusion, she was safe. She was safe. So Azra had her safe in divine spirit. She was safe. So know that you're always safe. You're never alone. If you could see all your divine assistants around you and you feel alone, you'll see you're never, ever alone. You just got to quit looking out that lens of where you think you are. And whatever lens you choose is what lens you're going to see out of.
Absolutely. All right. I pulled a card real quick, a mindful message card, to see what we get. So let's see. I've got mirror. In order to change my life outside, I need to change inside. Once I'm open to this change, my exterior reality will begin to mirror those new shifts. What did we just do? She just went inside. Why'd she do that? Because she wants to reflect a better outside.
Right.
This is correct. Yes. Spirit message nailed it. Yes. That is correct. That's why we need to do these things. Unless, again, if you can just be like, I'm healed, and you take up your mat and you walk away, God bless you for being able to do that. Not all of us can. And since not all of us can, that's why we teach this way. So don't get mad at me that I teach this way. Don't call me a false prophet and hurt my feelings or some shit. That's not very nice. I feel like this way helps people. This is the path I took. So if it was wrong, I apologize, but it helped me. So if I'm helping you, I hope we are. I think we are. And
can I say something? This is low key.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I'm not apologetic of what I do to anybody. If you don't like what you see, then don't watch. That's just kind of how I see it. There's a million other teachers that go and teach exactly what you want to see. You're not all the same. If you can stand up and be like, great, that's fine. But how can we have an epidemic of suicides and all that shit down there? And if you can tell me the reason why, great. If you can stand up, be great. You're healed, fantastic. How about the millions of others that aren't? Why don't you think about those people that are not healed? I like to talk about that. I'm tired of the false prophet teachers that sit there and preach, and they're not teaching shit. They're not teaching anything. But if that's what you want, that's great. You go and keep following that, but then you're going to keep seeing those people are going to have suicide rates. How do I know? I'm an old damn deity and I'm a shadow walker. I see this shit and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of watching you humans fall on your ass. And I will not apologize for what I do. I have not apologized once for what I do. If you don't like what you see, if you don't like what we post, if you don't like the fact we're talking about shadows, then don't watch us. Don't have to even talk to us. I could give a shit less about you. I really don't. And when you say that could be harsh, I don't give a shit. I quit giving a shit a long time ago. Did you see my wife go through this illusion? You see my wife get out of this illusion? I know the shit works. So I don't apologize for what we do. I'm proud of my priestess. I'm both of you. And Angie, don't apologize for what you do. If somebody can't handle it, then they don't need to. Either they come past the post and not make a judgment, which is what you need to do, or make your judgment, but you keep your ego out of it. That's my opinion on it. If you have an ego, you have to state something. You have to delete it because whatever, didn't do it. Follow a different teacher. There's a billion other teachers you can follow. And there's a lot of wonderful teachers. Okay. There are a lot of wonderful teachers. Watch your teachers. Just watch whatever. But everybody teaches it different. We choose to teach it this way because we're tired of suicides. I've got 3 of them over here. I got 3 of them over here. There's another one over at which not over here. I'm tired of the suicides. I'm tired of hearing it. People want to do it or they're thinking about it or whatever. And I see kids. I see Michelle's kids. Almost all of these things. And 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 people don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You just don't want to effing hear it. I'm sorry, it's out there. Face it. You want to be negative, it's going to be out here. Your douche ass word hurt somebody else, because you want to make a judgment, you want to make a statement. Well, good for you. Well, what did you do to that person when you did it? You're all guilty of it. She's guilty of it. You're probably guilty of it, Angie. But they learn from it. Do you know what the big difference is? You learn from it, you don't do it again. And they don't do that. Once they learn, they don't do it. How many years have you girls? You have not done it in years because you learned to not do it. They're human, just like the rest of you. This is all spirit. This is all spirit. And they accept that this is spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is me talking. If you have an issue with me, you know I'm a big mouth. You know I just don't care. I love my family and I love them very much. And I love my priestess. And that will never stop. But when I see how what illusions have done, these are your own choices. All we're trying to do is teach you. This is what you do. You chose it, but we're going to help you get out of it. We're going to help you with divine. We're going to show you that divine light. No matter if you walk in light or you're a shadow, whatever you play with, you're going to lead to the love in general. It doesn't matter how you get there. I'm proof of that. Yeah. I'm proof of that. It don't matter if you play with the darkness or you play with the light. You're still a good person. There's a lot of good people that they go up the darkness. That's okay. They're still loving and they're still light. It doesn't matter. Don't make that judgment. You don't know them. And don't make a judgment if somebody you think is so happy over here. Don't make that judgment. You don't know. Maybe they just like to be happy. We all quit being so judgmental. Back out of it. If it don't involve your ego, stay the hell out of it. That's my opinion, but I will not apologize for what we do. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't like what we post, don't read it or get out of the group. I don't really give a shit. Honestly, that's where I stand. So I don't care how harsh that sounds. That's the world I see today. I'm not being kind has not gotten anywhere. It has gotten it, but I feel, Angie, when you say that, I got angry about that. My wife has died in these different lives because people didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear the shadow talk. They didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, tough shit. You're going to hear it. Or you don't have to hear it. I don't care. Do what you got to do. But I'm talking to my wife dying in these lives and being scared of teaching it because of people that sit there and make this judgment. Oh, my God. Okay, whatever. Just deal with because you're being judged by somebody else. Did you like it? No.
No, it didn't.
It sucks. It really sucks.
It did. Especially when I'm just doing this out of my own time to be nice. I just pulled a card. It wasn't that I created this card. I just pulled a fucking card, took a picture, put a couple things, and it just went downhill from there. It hurt my feelings. And I don't think constructive criticism should hurt your feelings. So it bothered me, it offended me, and I'd much rather someone just not respond. How many other things have you not responded to that we've posted? Please just continue to not respond instead of hurt my feelings. I have enough stuff going on in my life. I didn't need
one thing, Angie, I will say this, and don't take offense what I say.
Yeah.
You read it and you chose to take it the way you took it. And that's on you. You chose to take it the way you took it.
That's what Scott said. Scott said I put way too much time into it already.
I did. Just let it go. You should just let it go because they're allowed to say, because when they're allowed to post whatever they want to post, and you are just accepting what they say, and that is okay. But your defense was beautiful because that's what we teach. So next time, just don't overthink it. People are going to make their statements. People are going to say what they're going to say, and that's okay. That you just got to accept. If this person is in a different part and they don't understand, that's great. But they should just not posted anything. I would agree. They should just let it go. Just let it go. I don't care. I'm glad, but this person's a wonderful who were, they're happy. They're good. They're good.
They're good. Right.
But honestly, they really are.
It's just my feelings.
Anyway, just not. But what I'm talking about is just in general, a group of people. I'm not talking about just one. I'm talking about a group. I'm talking about the world in general. I'm talking about world peace.
Because people don't want to look at it and talk about it. And I get that. You don't want to go dark. You don't, but some people are stuck there, man. Some people are fucking stuck there, and I don't want them stuck there anymore.
But see, that's where we come in. We'll do that. She'll go dark. She'll go dark. She'll do with all the love crap she's got to do to get out of it. Yeah. But she'll do it to teach you not to be there. We don't want you to be here. We don't want this at all. We'd rather you be happy. I'd rather we'd read this post and go, I don't understand this dark spot. We would prefer that. We would love that. We would love a world where you go, what's darkness? I have no idea. Then thank God you have no clue what that means. But there's millions of other people that don't understand it. And those are the people we are teaching. Yeah. And maybe hopefully you're watching it to help people get out of it. Or what is your view on it? That's what we're teaching. That is, God teaches everything. He teaches whatever. But we teach illusion. We teach you how, when you're in your illusion, and how to get out of that illusion. And that's what we're here to do. And that's what we're always meant to do. Yeah. And other teachers are meant to just be happy. So whoever with the post is in a great spot, and they don't want to accept that, because for them, maybe they spiral down and they just don't want to talk about it. And that's great, but they should have just let it be. There was no need for that, was ego, and there was no need to put ego. But there was on Angie's, you just could have done, okay, it doesn't matter. Let them post whatever and just not respond to it and react to it. It's when you react to it, then your mind starts, so we just let things go. Yeah. But I'm done, and all I'm doing is just making, all I'm trying to do is, I'm not yelling priestess. I'm just for other people. I know. Other people out there. That's all I'm doing.
It sucks. It's also part of myself I don't like when stuff like that hurts my feelings. Like, I do need thicker skin in this situation. But I'm learning. But
okay, anyway. Well, quick. I know we're busy, but quickly, when that happens and you get an overthought like this now is Marcus. When you get an overthought, it hits your head like that, Angie. Can I give you just a quick? And this is for everybody. This is for everybody. Just okay, this is for everybody. I gave this to Destiny earlier. I texted Destiny earlier, and I gave this to her. Perfect. This is a very common human thing. So all you're going to do is you're going to breathe. And it's called stomach breaths. You feel your stomach. It's called tranquil breath. When you breathe, you should just fill your stomach. Just fill your stomach. Now I want you to see whatever thought comes into your mind. Don't judge it, good nor bad. So this is your thought currently, this thought process of this particular thing bothering you. It's not good nor bad. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Because you're calming the illusion. You're just nipping it at the butt. It's okay. It's just a thought. Where did this thought come from? And even ask, where are you coming from? Because you just got so many different thoughts a day. So don't let this thought take you somewhere. And what it did, it took you to your insecurity as a kid. It took you insecurity here. That took you to your life. Then take you to your kids. And see, and what happens is that one little insecurity of what you have will be magnified, because all this ego is trying to do is protect you and keep you there out of protection, because you're choosing that. So next time you feel a thought's just taking you, it's nor good nor bad. It's okay. And that way, next time you get a thought, you won't overreact to it. It takes a bit. It's a guru thing. Just you let it be. And that's okay, Angie. It's okay. Michelle would have done the same thing. She's very fragile. She would have done, and Michelle, she would have. Yeah. And a lot of humans, we do that. It's just, you got to go. So it's okay. This person's allowed to make a statement. Had there been other great actions they could have done? Absolutely. But that's what they chose to do. We just accept that's what they did. And we be grateful this person is a good person. We're grateful for that. They're good. And we think of all the great that this person has done, and let it go. Send them love from the heart and let it go. And Scott was right on that. So Scott should be a guru.
I know, man.
Scott's a guru.
He's a smart dude.
But I apologize, Angela. We were just trying to, but Loki was going off. But we were kind of on that, but as well, don't apologize for what we do. We will never apologize for what we do. We love what we do. We really love it. Loki will get really into it because of all the misjustice.
Yeah.
And he just does not like misjustice.
I get it.
But yeah, we're getting excited. We got a Tony Robbins thing. This is Michelle now. We got a Tony Robbins thing happening, man.
Yeah, we get to meet Tony Robbins in an hour. So we're going to hop off of here, and we're going to get prepared for that. And we're going to jump and dance with Tony Robbins, and we're going to learn, and we're going to be better people leading to better lives on a better scale. Because
did you have some perfect coaching? Did you get your workbook page? Because I don't know how to get it. I don't know where it's at.
No, I didn't get a workbook page.
Okay, well then maybe it's not me. They said it'll be sent in the email. I got the Zoom link. I haven't got that yet, and I haven't checked my email. They said you just expect your workbook page. That way I don't have to message you beforehand, because I know you're going to be preparing like I am. So, well, we're still live. Let's go ahead and ask you this.
I don't have a warm-up page. Workout, whatever word you said. I don't have it. All right.
Okay, well, workbook page. We'll find it. It's all right. It's cool. I didn't know if you got it, then you say help, but since that's cool. I guess I'll see you at I really won't see you. We're just going to be at the Zoom, man. Tony Robbins, man.
Yeah,
we're going to be like that small, but we're going to be the Mr. Infamous Tony Robbins. Damn it, I'm so excited. God,
me too.
We have known Tony, not Tony personally, personally, but that's all our dad talked about. Tony Robbins is Tony Robbins, and now he's going to be. We're Zoom chatting here, and he's going to be in front like that. We're going to see him. And, oh my God, it's like I'm like pumped up. So
I'm excited.
We're excited. Yeah, see, now you see how fast that's Loki, the illusion to this.
Yes.
Now, see how fast you can click this.
Yeah. So if you like today, put in the comments. Let us know what you thought of this. Do you think that you can use these techniques to help yourself or others? Are there techniques that you would add to the list to help yourself or somebody else? I'd like to know. We'd like to know. Yes. Let us know.
Put in the know.
We want to know.
This is Marcus, and we'll go ahead and end it so you girls can do what you got to do, and it's women things and something. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding us. Again, the great creator of the universe who loves all. Thank you for being here. All of who's participated. I want to thank even the shadows that are here as well, because without that, you don't really have, that's how you learn your illusions. So we thank your illusions because you're learning but we also got to learn the balance of our illusions to the reality. When we know the balance, we're good. We're really good. Meditation's all about illusion. It's all about illusion. If you really pay attention to your meditations, it's about how to learn through your illusions in a good way. So remember that. This is how you choose. So we like to thank Spirit for being there always. We're all so humble. The girls are humble about this work. We're very humble about this because without Spirit, we're not here either. We're not here because of the great love that he survived. You know, he loves everybody. We'd like to thank everybody that's followed us, watching us. Anything that you have to add or anything you didn't like, that's as useful as well. We'll take whatever, because your opinion, no matter what, matters, no matter what matters. So it does not matter. And it does not affect me. If you want to say whatever, say whatever. It does not bother us. Whatever. As your opinion is your opinion, whatever. But whatever feedback, it helps. It will help us. Yeah. And we just, and have a wonderful day, afternoon, night. I always get that messed up, but I got it right this time. Right. I don't know your time frame. And I want to hand it to my beautiful priestess, either here or here, because I never get it right. And Dylan makes fun of me. So here or here.
I'm down here on mine, so I don't know where I'm at anywhere else.
Or over here on me, and you're over here. Like when you're watching, it's like over here. So I'll just here.
I don't know where. Right, it's a Brady Bunch thing going on.
That looks like I'm doing a doo-wop.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed the day. I thought it was great. Again, it's a way out. We want people to stop killing themselves. Honestly, that's where my heart is in life. I was there. I don't want anybody else to be there. It would have taken me really just doing the plan in my head, man, is all it would have taken for things to be very different for a lot of people. And I would have ruined a bunch of shit. I don't want people doing that, man. I see too many of my friends on the other side that gave up, and I don't want people giving up anymore. So that's what it's about. So let's help people, man. Let's be better people. I hope you like our new backdrop. Michelle's got one coming. Heck yeah. And we will see you guys on Thursday for an Ask Lazarus, and we should be pumped full of Tony Robbins energy. So that should be very exciting. So come join us at 7:00 on Thursday for our Ask Lazarus. And again, thank you, Spirit, for everything you did today and for rescuing us out of our illusions. Much love to everybody. We'll see you on Thursday.